Hi Chrome editors. Today's lesson is about color. Um, I wanted to show you some different ways to color correct or add a certain hue to an image, maybe beyond what we normally do. So I think normally if we want to adjust color, a lot of us probably come here to color balance. You get this little panel and you're able to add cyan or red or magenta or green and play with color like that. So that's one way to do it, and that way is fine. But a more advanced way to work with color is if you come up here to the adjustment panel, you can go to curves, and I'm sure a lot of you know what curves does. You can play with this to get more contrast, more black and white. And one of the things that you can do in curves that a lot of people don't know is if you come over here to channel, you can play with the different channels in a similar way that you play with the curves. So if you come to red and you adjust, the opposite of red is cyan. So if you come down, you're going to get cyan. And if you come up, you're going to get red. The cool thing about this, though, is that this is playing with only the highlights. It's making the highlights red, it's making the highlights cyan. And if you come down here, you're making the shadows cyan, or the shadows red. So sometimes you might want to get rid of the red in the shadows and then add more red to the highlights and get more of a dynamic color. So the opposite of green is magenta. So let's do the same thing. We can add some magenta into the shadows. And then blue, the opposite of blue is yellow. So if you want to add some yellow, and then add some blue, you can just play with these and have so much more control over the color of the image than just adding from the color panel. So this is a great way to play with color. And you know, one more thing I just want to say is if you're trying to color correct and you're trying to get the whites really, really white, and you can't tell if they're correct or not, just grab the droplet tool, grab that, and look at the color, and you can see, oh, it looks like there's a little too much red in highlights because this white is a highlight. So you can go back to the curves, go to red, and adjust the highlights a little bit. Get some of that out. You probably just need to do a little bit. But yeah, and then if we want to just add, see, this just turns everything red if you play with this right here. But if I come to the curves again, I can turn parts of it red, parts of it cyan, and kind of balance it and get more interesting color. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching.